What's going on, you guys? I'm, as always, Mr. Grimreaper 2, along with the one and only Dark Knight 97. And I just want to take this time to apologize for my outburst, for that rant. I had to rant. That's the only way I'm going to get my fucking point across.
Yeah.
I had to. Me and him had to rant about the stupid sequel to Space Jam. The bullshit that is cancel culture also. So, or whatever. We're gonna get into this review now for Full Metal Jacket. This film, this 1987 film, was directed by the legendary Stanley Kubrick. It was produced by Stanley Kubrick and co-written by Stanley Kubrick, Michael Eyre, and Gustav Hasford. This is based on the book The Short Timers by Gustav Hasford. This stars Matthew Modine, Adam Baldwin, Vincent D'Onofrio, Arlie Ermey, the late Arlie Ermey, Doran Harewood, Arliss Howard, Kevin Major Howard, and Edo Ross. And so we're going to talk about this, go through the plot, and give you guys this is actually our first. We have never talked about a war movie before.
Yeah, never.
On Back in Time. So this will be the first war movie that we talk about. And stuff like that. And this movie, before I even go any further, this movie hits close to home because my dad, my dad was in Vietnam. My dad was a sergeant in Vietnam. And this movie hits close to home.
Yeah.
Because he had to deal with an asshole drone instructor too. He had to go through all kinds of bullshit when he was because he was stationed in Louisiana back in like the 60s or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through this, and this was released way before you were born, dude.
Yeah, months before. It looks like 2 months before yours truly was.
June 26. June 26, 1987. This movie was released.
Yeah, I see it.
And stuff. So we're gonna go through the plot here and talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. During the United States' involvement in the Vietnam War, a group of recruits arrive at Paris Island. The ruthless drill instructor, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, played by Arlie Ermey, employs harsh methods to turn the recruits into combat-ready Marines. Among the recruits is the overweight and dim-witted Leonard Lawrence, whom Hartman nicknames Gomer Pyle, as well as the wisecracking J.T. Davis, who receives the name Joker after interrupting Hartman's speech with an impression of John Wayne. When Pyle shows ineptitude in basic training, Hartman pairs him with Joker. Under Joker's supervision, Pyle starts to improve, but Hartman discovers a contraband jelly donut in Pyle's footlocker. Blaming the platoon for Pyle's infractions, Hartman adopts a collective punishment policy. He will punish the entire platoon except for Pyle for every mistake he makes. One night, the recruits haze Pyle with a blanket party in which Joker reluctantly participates. Following this, Pyle seems to reinvent himself as a model recruit, showing particular expertise and marksmanship. This pleases Hartman but worries Joker, who notices Pyle talking to his rifle and believes he may be suffering a mental breakdown. Okay, first things first, of course he's gonna fucking suffer mentally. Because look at what the fuck these assholes did.
Yeah.
There's a scene in this movie that pisses me off because it shows how big people are treated. These assholes, these motherfuckers, decided to put soap, hard soap, in towels, twist the soap up, and bang on this motherfucker like a goddamn drum.
Oh my god.
So they're assholes, and Joker's an asshole too, just like they are.
Yeah.
Because he decided to this says he reluctantly participates. I don't fucking buy that shit with a damn.
Yeah.
But anyway, the recruits graduate and receive their military occupational specialty assignments. Joker is assigned to military journalism, while most of the others, including Powell, are assigned to infantry. During the platoon's final night on Paris Island, Joker discovers Powell in the toilets, loading his rifle and executing drill commands as he loudly recites the Rifleman's Creed. You should know what the Rifleman's Creed is. Some of you who have ever said it. This awakens the platoon and Hartman, who confronts Powell and orders him to surrender the rifle. Powell shoots Hartman dead and then commits suicide, while Joker watches in horror.
Oh my god.
In January 1968, Joker, now a sergeant, is a war correspondent in Da Nang for Stars and Stripes alongside Private First Class Rafterman, a combat photographer. Rafterman wants to go into combat as Joker claims he has. At the Marine base, Joker is mocked for his lack of the 1,000-year stare, indicating his lack of war experience. They are interrupted by the start of the Tet Offensive as the Northern Vietnamese army unsuccessfully attempts to overrun the base. The following day, the journalism staff is briefed about enemy attacks throughout South Vietnam. Joker is sent to Phu Bai, accompanied by Rafterman. They meet the Lust Hog squad, where Joker is reunited with Sergeant Cowboy, with whom he had gone through boot camp. Joker accompanies the squad during the Battle of Hue, where platoon commander Touchdown is killed by the enemy. After the Marines declare the area secure, a team of American news journalists and reporters enters Hue to interview various Marines about their experiences in Vietnam and their opinions about the war. While patrolling Hue, Crazy Earl, the squad leader, is killed by a booby trap, leaving Cowboy in command. The squad becomes lost and Cowboy orders 8-Ball to scout the area. A Viet Cong sniper wounds 8-Ball and Doc J, the squad corpsman. Believing that the sniper is drawing the squad into an ambush, Cowboy attempts to radio and tank support to no avail. The squad's machine gunner, Animal Mother, disobeys Cowboy's orders to retreat and attempts to save his comrades. He discovers that there's only one sniper, but Doc J and 8-Ball are killed when Doc J attempts to indicate the sniper's location. Cowboy then moves the rest of the squad up to an abandoned building for cover while radioing for support. Cowboy is shot and killed by the sniper. Animal Mother assumes command of the squad and leads an attack on the sniper. Joker discovers the sniper, a teenage girl, and attempts to shoot her, but his rifle jams. Rafterman shoots the sniper, mortally wounding her. As the squad converges, the sniper begs for the squad to shoot her, prompting an argument on whether to kill her or leave her to suffer. Animal Mother decides to allow mercy killing only if Joker performs it. After some hesitation, Joker executes her. The Marines congratulate him on his kill as Joker displays the 1,000-year stare. The Marines march toward their camp singing the Mickey Mouse March. Joker states via narration that despite being in a world of shit, he is glad to be alive and is no longer afraid. Thus ending Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
Now I'm wondering, hold on real quick. Did we ever talk about Because if this is the first time we ever talk about a war movie, I'm wondering if we ever. I don't know if this is the first time we ever talked about a war movie.
Well, didn't we do something for Tom Hanks? Didn't we do a Saving Private Ryan?
Yeah, we did.
I thought so. So we have done it before, guys. Our bad, fellas.
Yeah, sorry. I have forgotten about that. I forgot that. Yes. And also, Forrest Gump is kind of a war movie.
Kind of war-ish, yeah, because he goes back in time. So basically, yeah, Forrest Gump. If you watch the movie, guys, he talks about when he served in the Vietnam War when he met his friend Bubba. So basically, yeah.
So we kind of have talked about a war movie before.
Yeah, we kind of have that. Yeah.
I had almost forgotten about those goddamn reviews. Sorry guys. Sorry about that.
It's alright. We're having an forgive us, guys.
Forgive us for our error.
Yes.
Apparently, we have talked about war movies before, but anyway. Oh, and we also talked about Greyhound, which was also World War II, if I remember correctly.
There you go. See, so we have, guys.
So we have. Okay.
Again, we apologize, guys. We're having an off day.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm still pissed off about the whole Space Jam thing. So.
It's all right.
But this movie, when I say it is one of the most darkest war films ever, to be brought to the silver screen, this is dark. This is dark like a motherfucker. My dad, when my dad was in Vietnam, he had to go through shit like this. He had to go through a bunch of hell when he was in Vietnam. Much like many other soldiers that were involved in that damn war.
Oh yes.
My dad was among the many motherfuckers that saw horrific shit in the Vietnam War. My dad went through a bunch of shit when he was in the Vietnam War, and it was crazy. It was crazy to know, because he's told me stories of the horrible shit that he has seen about the horrible shit that he has seen in Vietnam. He had friends who were he had friends there in Vietnam that he saw murdered, he saw killed, and just horrific fucking fashion, and I don't even want to talk about it no more. So, I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell you the shit that he went through in Vietnam.
Oh no, but you know that he lived it. Yeah, he knows.
But my dad had to deal with a hard ass drill instructor too. I want to talk about Hartman real quick. Hartman is an asshole.
Yes, he is.
He's a heartless asshole. And here's the good fucking part. Arlie Ermey, the guy who played Hartman, he actually served as a drill instructor. He actually served as a freaking drill instructor. The person I felt bad for the most was I'm gonna use his real name. I'm not gonna call him Gomer Pyle because that's bullshit. Yeah. Was Leonard. Leonard had to go through hell with these fucking assholes, talking shit, acting like dickheads, going through basic training every fucking day with dickhead assholes. And yeah, he fucked up. So fucking what? He fucked up.
Yeah.
He But the poor dude didn't have to go through this. The poor dude, his entire squad turned on him. His entire squad fucking turned on him to the point where he had a mental breakdown, where he was mentally scarred.
Yeah.
He was mentally scarred. And he's trying his best. You can see it in the movie. He's trying his fucking best to fucking... I know what you old-timer motherfuckers are gonna say. Oh, he wasn't trying hard enough. No bullshit. He was trying his best.
He was, yeah.
He was trying to do what was asked of him. But I guess but it wasn't enough. So to say that he deserved it, hell no, he didn't deserve it. Not the shit that they put him through. That fucking scene that I was talking about earlier, when they grab those fucking towels that have the fucking soap in them. They twist it and they fucking bang you like a fucking drum. That's not right. It's fucked up.
Yep.
So, but yeah. But yeah. So I just wanted to talk about that. But what did you think of Full Metal Jacket?
Well, I thought that this was a good movie. And at first I want to say, I know the Vietnam War was one of the most bloodiest historical wars we ever had in the history of our world, was this war here. And of course, like Rem said, his dad lived through that. And of course, now you kind of can watch it yourself in this movie, but also relive it through a video game as well. And of course, the game Shell Shock and Option 7, that's the war you play. It's that very war. Yeah. So just things that, how bloody it was and how crazy it was. But yeah, this movie, it was dark. Yeah, and then of course, Leonard, not on the pile, Leonard, you had to feel bad for him because, and then he goes crazy and he kills the drill sergeant and he kills himself, and that's just, my God, and he is trying his best, and of course, I know a drill sergeant has to be hard on you and yell at you. That's what their job is, to get you motivated, to get you to go to war and everything. But Lee Army, when he played this, he was a real asshole. He wasn't your particular drill sergeant. He just put your ass down. He made you feel like a fucking failure. That's what he was doing. What really, all of the, drill sergeant's supposed to just, of course they yell and scream in your face, but, that's how they get you ready for combat and stuff. But, yeah, I saw a lot of crazy things in this movie, but again, though, this is about a war that happened years ago, and it was, like I said, the bloodiest war there ever was, and, but again, I liked it. Now, of course, I remember, I had never seen it before, but I remember Grimreaper talking about it a lot, and so I decided, I'm going to watch it myself, and I finally did one day. I sat down and I actually watched it. Actually, when we used to have DirecTV, we had all those movie channels that came on, and I sat there and I watched it, and I said, wow, this is some dark shit. This is really some...
And here's the funny part. I saw this shit when I was 10. Think about that. Think about that for a second. I saw this for the first time in my life. I saw a fucking war movie when I was 10. Because my dad used to watch this a lot back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. And to say that my dad doesn't have nightmares about the Vietnam War, he has nightmares every night.
Oh man.
Sorry. I'm just sorry. Yeah, I apologize. He has nightmares about this shit. He has nightmares, man, and he goes through this stuff. He goes through stuff like this, just like these other poor bastards, just like people who have been in the Afghanistan war, just like people who went through World War II. War does not get any easier.
No, it doesn't.
And it just fucks you up. It fucks you up.
Oh yeah. I'm sure those of you out there who may have parents who have been in the wars years before. Think about
your mothers, your dads, your brothers, your fucking uncles, your Uh,
Yes.
sons, daughters, people who have died for
That's
what?
please. Yeah.
And then the shit that he had to go through when he came back to the States. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck about these people, about soldiers when they came back. When they came back home, nobody
Yeah.
gave a fuck about them.
Nobody. Nobody.
There wasn't no parade. There wasn't anything like that. No one gives a. Now people want to fucking pretend to give a fuck.
Yeah, really. Think
No,
about
fuck that shit, man.
That's terrible.
My dad had to go through shit like that. My dad had to go through
Yep.
shit like this. He had to see his own best friends play Russian roulette with each other when they were POWs. When he was a POW in the Vietnam War, he had to play. They just terrible, horrible shit that he had to go
Yes.
through when he was in the Vietnam War, and it was not right. It was not right. But I don't know, man.
I hear you. I hear you.
I hate.
You know.
I hate. I hate war.
I know.
I think.
I know.
I think fighting another man's war is just stupid.
It is. It is. But you know, and yeah, don't pretend you give a fuck. If you really want to give a damn, then please give a damn.
Yeah.
Because there's men and women out there now that are fighting for our country. After everything that happened with the September 11 attacks, after everything that's happened, they were in Iraq fighting for our country, representing our flag. And if you want to, please give a damn about that. That's serious stuff. The war, yeah, war is just it's like this. This is terrible stuff. And his dad had to see the terrible stuff of this. You know, and I know I had relatives that I probably don't really know that well that passed away years. They probably served in wars too. I don't know it. And you never know. This is like we said. Look at you guys out there. Your parents, your uncles, your brothers. You never know.
Anyone who has ever
Yeah.
served in the military
Yeah.
knows shit can go sideways when you're in a war.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Anyone who has ever served in Vietnam, World War II, the Cold War, any type of war, knows that shit can go sideways, and
Exactly.
it's not good.
No.
And not to mention what it can do to your fucking psyche.
Yes. Message with you.
Like there's been I don't know if you guys ever heard of this before, but there's this documentary on HBO that best describes what these poor bastards go through.
Yeah.
Back then it was a term. There's a term for this. Back then they used to call this being shell shocked, which means your mind, you're in war for so damn long, your mind starts to wander. Your mind starts to fuck with you. The nightmares are bad. The fucking anxiety levels. The anxiety levels are off the fucking charts.
Oh my gosh.
Just and then depression. Not to mention
That
the
too.
depression
That too.
and shit like that. And it's hard to see someone go through that. My dad has gone through that my entire life. For 33 years that I've been on this fucking earth, I've had to see my dad go through shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Where he can't sleep at night. He thinks like Viet Cong soldiers are gonna come in and try to kill us all.
Oh man.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
No, it's not. Traumatized. War is so traumatized. Saying that.
No one cares. No one gives a fuck. They like to pretend they do, but no one cares about these soldiers. About any soldier, for that matter.
Right. They should.
And that's not right.
And they should. That's all right. They should care. They should be able to care, because if it weren't for them, you wouldn't be standing where you're at right now. You wouldn't have that house you're at now, you wouldn't be able to do what you want to do in this country. You wouldn't have the freedom that you have if it weren't for these soldiers that did what they did for our lives. And that's why you should give a damn. Not pretend to give a damn, but you really should give a damn about these people that fought, that went through all this hell. Like Grim said, that war is so traumatizing to that person. It messes with their minds. It messes with everything. Because they're thinking, oh, I'm going to go fight for my country. I'm going to go do what I have to do and come back. It wasn't that easy because war is traumatizing. Your people who you're with, they get killed, and you see a lot of horrible stuff. War is terrible. It's a terrible thing. And these men and women, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be standing where we are right now. You don't even think about that. Think about that.
I wake up every day thanking God that my dad did not die in that fucking jungle.
Yeah.
I wake up every fucking day thanking God that he is here with his family.
Yes, amen. Yes, that's. Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And it's hard, guys. Trust me when I say this.
Yeah.
I'm getting the reason why I'm getting emotional about this is because I have to see it. I have to help him with it. I have to help him go through shit like this.
So, yeah. It's a terrible, terrible thing. But war is traumatizing. We've had a lot of bloodiest wars in our world. But again, look at your parents, your dad, your uncles, look at your family, ask them if they ever have been in a war, and I'm sure they would tell you, hey, you didn't know this, but I was. War is, a lot of things can happen, and a lot of blood is shed, but you know what?
Yeah.
Just count your blessings, and again, you should be happy where you're at, if it wasn't for these people who did what they had to do for our country, But anyway, so if you haven't seen Full Metal Jacket, we do recommend you watching it. Downloading it, go online, or if you're lucky enough to find a DVD somewhere, Blu-ray somewhere, pick it up. Give us your thoughts on this particular war movie. What do you guys think about this movie? And of course, those you may know, Vincent D'Onofrio, as you know, those of you may watch Law & Order CI, he's one of the detectives, FYI. I don't watch that particular Law & Order, but because I'm a fan of
yeah, if I remember correctly, I think the Law & Order that Knight is referring to is Criminal Intent. I never cared for that show.
Yeah, I never did. I wasn't a fan of the SVU. I really got the SVU, the CI, but that's where he's from. And so yeah. Anyway, but what do you guys think about this movie, guys? Let us know in the comment section down below. And yeah.
I think me and Knight. Before we go, I think me and Knight agree this movie gets a 10 out of 10 too.
Yeah. Exactly.
This movie is really good. It tells you how fucked up shit can be. It tells you how fucked up war can be. It shows you the depression, the anxiety, and all this other shit that goes through it. The nightmare. And not to mention when Leonard goes crazy on the fucking drill sergeant.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But yeah, this movie is really dark. It is very, very fucked up.
Yeah, but I know.
But let us know in the comment section down below what y'all guys thought of Full Metal Jacket. I might do a game for Back in Time. I've never done a game before. I don't think we've ever done a game review before for Back in Time.
No, I don't think we have. And I think that'll be a good idea. Actually,
the best thing I think I can do for Back in Time, and I think the very first game that we should do is is a war game that's also based on the Vietnam War. Shell Shock, NOM 67.
Yes.
So that might come around sooner or later, but we'll see.
Stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned for for that. We're excited. And if this is your first time watching these videos, please subscribe to Mr. Grimreaper's channel, Mr. Grimreaper 512, and look out for new content. Coming up, we're going to give you more reviews. Also, if you want to check out my channel, I'm Dark997. I promise you, I will try to get more videos out there when I can. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If those are your first timers are watching this, subscribe. Help out my friend here, giving more subscribers to his channel. So
yeah. Sorry for
sorry.
but I'm sorry about the emotions and stuff like that. I'm just going through.
So now you know.
Just been a rough day,
It's been So.
But let us know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this, about the review and stuff like that. What did you think of Full Metal Jacket? What movies do y'all want to see us cover in the future for Back in Time? Let us know in the comment section down below. That is going to be it for me. I'm Mr. Grimreaper 512 with Dark997, and we'll see you on the afterlife. Peace.